ribs still cracked. Heard the shuffle, cell door clack. They tossed in a man with a busted eye. He landed hard, but didn't cry. He wiped the blood, looked up slow, said, "Damn, Billy, didn't think I'd know. The kid who cheated tests and ran so fast. Guess the desert don't forget the past." I stared a long time, mind all rust, trying to place a face through dust. Then I saw it under the bruising years. It was Thomas Gray from back of the pier. We'd shared books and a flask or two, carved our names in the schoolhouse pew. Last I heard, he'd vanished clean. Turns out he'd joined the same damn scene. He laughed low, voice full of ash, said, "I don't rob for gold or cash. The banker took my father's land, put a gun in my mother's hand. He wore a ring worth 50 farms while we packed up in cold and harm. So I started robbing, first out of need, then out of rage. It felt like Creed." I nodded once, "That kind of fire don't burn out, it climbs up higher." He said, "I heard what they're doing to you. Sheriff wants gold, that true?" I didn't answer, didn't have to. Silence held more weight than truth. He sat back, eyes black and still, said, "If we get out, we settle a bill." And in that cell, cold as regret, two ghosts remembered what they'd forget. We weren't born bad, we were made out slow by men in suits and towns run low.
About 150 years ago, out where the red dust starts to blow, rode Billy Cutter, cold and slow, with steel in his eyes and a name folks know. He carved his name in whiskey bars, left wanted signs on railroad cars. Never ran, just left his mark, like bullet holes in broken hearts. But time don't heal, it circles back, like train smoke down a rusted track. And waiting near the canyon bend was Judah Black, his oldest friend. They stared through years of blood and smoke, two ghosts where no one dared to poke. "You took my kin," old Judah said. "You left me scars and brothers dead." Billy sighed, then tipped his brim. "You came for truth or to bury him." And thunder rolled not from the sky, but from the guns they raised up high. One shot rang, then silence fell. Dust rose like smoke straight out of hell. And when it cleared, one man was gone, but folks still sing that outlaw song. The walls are high, the light is thin. A world of stone, it
pulls you in. The chains they clink, a mournful tune, beneath the watchful light of the moon. Shackled dreams and borrowed time, the weight of sorrow, the clock won't chime. No sun to warm, no wind to roam. A prison cell's my only home. The iron bars, they bite my skin, a punishment for my mortal sin. The nights grow long, the days are still. Silent screams on this lonesome hill. Shackled dreams and borrowed time, the weight of sorrow, the clock won't chime. No sun to warm, no wind to roam. A prison cell's my only home. Sparrow song from far away, a hint of life beyond the grave, of freedom's price I cannot pay. These chains, they're here to make me stay. The years roll on, my beard turns white. Counted stars each lonesome night. This wooden bunk, my final bed. The prison walls where I'll be dead.
Dust kicked up on a one-horse trail, boots worn thin and a coat like a sail. The sheriff's star, it gleams behind, but freedom's fire burns in my mind. I robbed the bank, I took their gold, but it's the hunger for living that's got my soul. Oh, I'm running through the outlaw shadow, chasing the wind where the lost men go. Every lawman's got my name on his lips, but I'll die free with a gun on my hips. The saloon lights flicker, whiskey flows, cards on the table, danger always shows. She dealt me a hand, a queen of spades, but I saw her eyes and the traps they laid. I kissed her quick, I slipped out the door. The life of an outlaw don't love no more. The stars above, they watch and wait for the sins I've carved into my fate. Oh, I'm running through the outlaw shadow, chasing the wind where the lost men go. Every lawman's got my name on his lips, but I'll die free
thick, the air is cold, a bunk of straw, my soul is sold, the chains they clink, a mournful sound, in this old cell, no hope is found. The warden walks with keys that jingle, my heart it aches, my thoughts they tingle. Through iron bars, the moonlight's dim, a life confined for reckless sin. Iron bars and candlelight, no escape from the endless night. My freedom lost, my spirit torn, a man regrets the day he's born. The food is scarce, the days are long, the echoes here, they hum a song of lives that passed and dreams that died. Their voices haunt, no place to hide. I think of home, the fields, the sun, the life I had before the gun. But now the dust is all I see. This prison's walls, they bury me. Iron bars and candlelight, no escape from the endless night. My freedom lost, my spirit torn, a man regrets the day he's born.
Out in the canyon where the shadows run deep, a lone rider stirs while the coyotes sleep. His boots are worn, his hat hangs low, the dust tells a tale the winds only know. Dust and spurs, echoes of time, a life on the run, chasing the line. Outlaws and legends written in scars, dust and spurs under Wild West stars. Rode into town with a fire in his eyes, the kind you don't meet without wondering why. His pistol spoke loud, the sheriff went still, a man bound by honor but not by the will. Cards on the table, life on the edge, every step closer to a bullet's pledge. Dust and spurs, echoes of time, a life on the run, chasing the line. Outlaws and legends written in scars, dust and spurs under Wild West stars.
The moon hung low, a silver dime. Through rusted bars, it marked my time. The chain gang sang their boots in line. Dust and gravel, hearts confined. The sheriff's voice a ghostly drawl. Son, you'll answer to the law. The gallows rope swings slow in the shadow where the cold winds blow. A sinner's name, a sinner's death. The Wild West don't forgive or forget. I robbed that train in '93, chased freedom down to the red oak tree. But freedom's price ain't ever free. A wanted man can't ever flee. The posse rode with fire in their eyes. I saw the news before the sunrise. Oh, the gallows rope swings slow in the shadow where the cold winds blow. A sinner's name, a sinner's death. The Wild West don't forgive or forget. The moon hung low on a desert night. Shadows stretched long in the pale moonlight. I hear the coyotes cry their lonesome tune as I pace my cell 'neath a hollowed out moon. These iron bars, they know my name. They hold my story, they hold my shame. I was free once, now I'm chained to the past. The Wild West is gone, but these walls still last. The judge wore black, his gavel fell. His words built the frame of my living hell. I stole no gold, I killed no man, but they said I was guilty by the law's cruel hand. The dust don't settle, it just swirls around like the ghosts of the West on this cursed ground. These iron bars, they know my name, they hold my story, they hold my shame. I was free once, now I'm chained to the past. The Wild West is gone, but these walls still last. Out there the sagebrush still bends in the breeze, and the rivers still run to the distant seas. But I'm locked away where the daylight dies, dreaming of freedom beneath painted skies.
Dust on my boots, sun in my eyes, a long road behind under copper skies. The wind hums low like a whispering ghost. Each mile I walk, I miss you the most. Dust on my dust on my boots. The coyotes cry and the prairie moans. Every shadow feels like I'm not alone. But the trail keeps pulling and I keep on. The stars don't care, they just watch me roam. This world's too wide to ever feel home. Dust on my boots, heart on my sleeve. Every step forward, a part of just over the hill. But nothing shines brighter than the love I feel. If I could trade the horizon for your sweet face, I'd leave the Wild West without a trace. Dust on my boots.
The sun's sinking low, casting shadows long. Dusty boots on the trail, humming an old song. A tumbleweed roll whispers tales of the land, with a six-shooter steady in my calloused hand. Dust on the spurs and fire in my chest, riding alone through the wild, wild west. No map to guide me, no town to call home. Dust on the spurs, just the open road to roam. Coyote's cry cuts through the twilight air. A lone rider's hymn, nothing else to compare. The moon's a silver coin tossed in a velvet sky. I ride through the night, just a ghost passing by. Dust on the spurs and fire in my chest, riding alone through the wild, wild west. No map to guide me, no town to call home. Dust on the spurs, just the open road to roam. Table, I've gambled my fate, a stranger's shadow at every saloon gate. But the wind calls my name, it won't let me stay. The West is my mistress, I'm bound to her sway. Dust on the spurs and fire in my chest, riding alone through the wild, wild west. No map to guide me, no town to call home. Dust on the spurs, just the open road to roam.
spills across the hills. A rooster calls, the air stands still. Dew on the grass, it sparkles and shines. This little patch of earth, it's yours and